Hi, I just thought I'd do a little toolbox tour here. Ignore my camera work, it's my first video. I'll start on this side. Some Husky deep sockets still in package, I'm trying to sell those. Miscellaneous junk in the top tray. Blah blah blah. Tire repair stuff, plugs, rasps, pullers and stuff, rubber cement. Circlip pliers, impact socket for the impact and bits, various bits, and nail sets. Turn that sideways, I had to grind it down to make it fit in the drawer. This one is files, little small files, big files, file handles. Scrapers and Bondo putty knives. This one's all screwdriver bits and holders and that type of thing, which I rarely use. Everybody's got a junk drawer. This is mine. A little bit of everything in there. This is all knives and cutters and stuff. Various saws, a whole bunch of utility things. This is a little box that I keep all my spare blades in, made for me from a friend in Mexico. Drill bits, spade bits, concrete bits, metal bits, wood bits, more screwdriver bits, hole saws, various junk. Pliers, I'd like to organize this more, just linesman pliers, needle nose, dikes, vice grips of different kinds. Mostly use those for welding, I don't use them too much for anything else. These old pliers, made in the USA, Wilco. Found those somewhere on the side of the road, cleaned them up. And various little mini pliers with spring returns that I don't really care for. Wrenches. These are Falcon spline drive wrenches. They work on metric and standard. Goes from 1 inch to 9/16. Really good wrenches. Really like those. All in metric and standard. Metric Craftsman, USA made. No name stubby brand, AA metric. This all metric in here. They all work really good. Various adjustables. These Powercraft double box end wrenches, they're really cool. If you look at the end, so you can slide them over they've, I don't know, tapered broaching, so you can just kind of slip them over the nut. They work really good. Flare nut wrench, a few double open ends, interesting stuff. Big wrench I use for hitches, made in China, I don't know what brand it is. These are more no-name brands, these are standard or imperial. Don't get used too often, not a lot of that stuff around here that I work on. These are all my ratcheting wrenches. These are gear wrench imperial, gear wrench metric with the stubbies, gear wrench flex heads. Those are standard, and these are metric, and these are Blue Point ratcheting wrenches, reversibles. They're really good. I like those a lot. I've had these for a long time and use them quite often. Screwdrivers, a little bit of anything. I just keep what works best. I've gone through so many screwdrivers throughout the years. I like the red-handled Huskies. They're good, but along here are just various screwdrivers I've collected through the years, like 30 years or more. Various Fuller Canada, Stanley, just no-name brands, wood handles over here, little screwdrivers here, all sorts of things. Couple ratcheting drivers. Not big on those, but they're handy. hammers and some dollies. Mostly Princess Auto body dollies. Various other hammers that I've gathered from Lord knows where throughout the years. Next, electrical drawer. Big bag of wire ties that's almost empty. My Mastercraft multimeter works great. Various fittings and fuses and all that stuff. Some jump leads, soldering gun, various wire strippers, test light of course, some heat shrink tubing, all that stuff. Miscellaneous tape and things. This is my miscellaneous drawer, paint scraper, glue gun, a lockout kit from, I think that's a Snap-on one, it's an old one. Stapler, pipe wrench, chisel holder, antifreeze tester, beam torque wrench, just a little bit of everything that doesn't get used every day. Baster I use for sucking out fluids. See, it's got a hole in the bolt. Next drawer is just a big old socket set that's not in the case anymore. It's up here more now. Bags of desiccant. I put those things all over the place. I don't know if they work, but they seem to be. Next over here is the old Snap-on chest. These are the spline socket drives. These are metric. They're all metric actually. And these are 3/8. These are 1/2-inch drive with extensions and universal joints, such. I like the Husky socket holder. It works really good, but very expensive. And you know, if you have them laying in a tray, they take up way too much space, but they're magnetic, so they're good for sticking to the top of the box. I got the Hansen racks full of various things. A lot of Mastercraft, some Snap-on, the odd Mac here and there. More Husky 1/2-inch deeps. They work good. They're 6-point. Various, you know, 1/4-inch drivers, adapters, Torx bits, Allen bits, some random deep sockets, leftovers, some hand spinners, 3/8, 1/2-inch, 1/4-inch, 1/4-inch sockets way back there and short and deep. These flashlights, they're cheap. You buy like a pack of 10 of them for $10. I've got them all over the place. I just stick them everywhere in the garage in the house. This drawer is 1/2-inch ratchets. A Westward Canada, Falcon made in Taiwan, Power Fist made in Taiwan, ITC not too sure where, probably China. 3/8-inch drive. Mastercraft. This one is Husky. It's a Husky swivel head. Old Proto. This one's really good. I had a friend send that to me. Various ones, soft handles, ratchet, round heads, pear heads, various ones. 1/4-inch stuff. I really like this Pro Point. It's really good. Flex head, long handled, 1/4-inch. Just random 1/4-inches. Use them all. This tiny little one and tiny little Snap-on breaker, 1/4-inch breaker bar. It's cool. Speed wrenches, breaker bars, nothing exciting. 1/2-inch stuff. 1/2-inch wobble extensions, wobble plus so they lock. 3/8, sorry, those are 3/8, 1/4-inch and 1/2-inch, and the same down here. Except these are just standard non-wobble.